more time from when I dropped them on the floor, please?
Afraid not, Daphne. Let's see how many pieces you joined up. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's not fair. I dropped them.
3 out of 7.
We'll have to see if we can do better than that.
It's not fair. Can I have another go, please?
The lady's learning real fast, isn't she, Alice?
That's what it looks like.
You'll be seeing more of me.
Oh, I'll look forward to that.
There's one other thing. Daphne's been feeling pretty low lately.
Her moods, is it?
Yes. I was hoping you may be able to visit her at Wentworth. Could do her the world of good.
Yes. Yes, I'd like to see her.
I'm happy to say they've completed their test, so you won't have to go back to the hospital today.
Oh, does that mean I passed? I couldn't understand them pictures they kept showing me.
Sit down, Daphne. Dr. Veitch's report says that you're mentally sound and stable. However, there is a problem with your hormones, as we first suspected.
Hormones? They sick or something?
Not exactly. It's just that at certain times of the month, your body doesn't produce enough progesterone for your blood. So we have to give it to you artificially.
Oh, you mean like pills?
They usually give it by injection.
Needles? Oh, see, I can't have needles because they make me sick, don't they, Mrs.
There's
M?
nothing to be scared of. No one's going to hurt you.
These are not drugs, Daphne. It's a natural product of your body. It's been given to you to stop you feeling depressed and miserable.
You're not just saying that, are you?
Of course not. Look, we want to help you.
You mean that I won't want to kill myself or do dumb stuff
You're going
like
to feel
that?
much better. And you'll be able to look after your plants and spend time with your friends and all the things you do the rest of the time.
Oh, that's all right then. I'm not really scared of needles.
She took it quite calmly. Said all the civilized things about divorce not having to be painful, and how she respected me as a person but found that marriage was interfering with her career, and lots of other academic claptrap.
Knowing you didn't give in gracefully.
Damn right I didn't. I fought like mad. Refused to let her go. In the end, I lost. So bloody unjust.
Ah, David, me old mate, you should have married that blindfolded lady with the scales.
I did marry her, Ben. I can't blame Sarah for leaving. With me, the law always came first.
Yes, so I remember. When I was doing first year law and you were doing your finals, we always spoke about you in whispered tones of awe.
Such a bull artist, Ben.
Thank you very much. So, what's on the agenda now?
Well, yoga and the meditation bit didn't help, so now I'm burying myself in work. I'm keeping busy.
Too busy to take on another case?
One of your leftovers?
No. Just I've got my hands full at the moment. No, this is a classic murder come self-defense. Newspaper magnate, gorgeous mistress, real Mickey Spillane stuff, mate.
Newspaper magnate Sanders?
That's the one. You know about it?
Not really. Did she do it?
Who knows? Fact is, she needs representation, and you're good.
But you knew me better than that, Ben. I never did grab at the first case that came along. I need to believe it.
Yes, I know that, mate, and I really respect you for it, but let's face facts. Most of our clients are as guilty as hell, no matter how much they protest about it. If I only defended the innocent ones, I'd go broke.
I couldn't defend her if I knew she was guilty. It's as simple as that.
Well, ask her. You trust your own judgment, don't you?
What's her name? Something Wilder?
Eve.
Eve. That's a nice name.
Straight out of the Garden of Eden, mate. I'm sorry.
You know, you'd make a lousy psychiatrist, Ben. Why didn't you find me a nice, fat, middle-aged man to defend?
Boring, my friend, dead boring. Now, how about another bottle?
Good idea.
Right.
And they said that I'm not bonkers. I'm sound and, stable, or something like that.
Sure I didn't get your test mixed up with a monkey's, eh?
Don't be a bitch, Lexi. That's wonderful, love.
Yeah, and they're going to give me them needles to make me feel good. It's sort of some weird stuff called
Protector? Oh,
No.
no, that's what you put over a mattress.
Yeah, that'll be right. Yeah, I know. Bugger off, Lexi.
You mean progesterone?
Yeah, that's it.
Progesterone, it's
Yeah.
a hormone.
Yeah, that's what Rene said. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? To have a hormone.
Righto, ladies. Male. Right, Murray, here's 2 for you.
Thanks, Mrs.
Beecham. Patterson.
I know whatever rights to
Lexi,
me.
do you want this letter or not?
For me, yeah, sure.
Flynn.
Must be all those magazine subscriptions.
What prank would I do? Right, that's all, ladies.
Oh, hey, listen to this, everyone. You remember Rabbit who was in here? Well, her husband Maddie's got out of Ganola, and they're going to go on a farm and raise macadamia nuts or something. Beats raising kids, I guess. Oh, gee. Always knew the rabbit would turn out okay.
You're right, love. You look like you've seen a ghost.
Maybe I have, or at least heard from one.
You'd rather be a loner. Birthday card. Now, why didn't you tell us it was your birthday? We could have had a little party or something with the buy-up.
When I was a little girl in the state institution, I used to have a dream. It was always the same dream, that my mother would come and visit me. And she'd bring me presents. A doll, a dress, a ribbon. And that she'd come and take me away from there forever. But she never came. And I stopped having birthdays.
I'm sorry, love.
Here, read what it says.
To Nora on your birthday with love from your mother.
No, I think you'll find we're very competitive.
Please, if you'll just...
I don't need any help, thank you.
But Miss Miladi's busy. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Sarah. I wish you hadn't come here, Joan.
Oh, what was I to do? Read your note, shrug, and say, oh, well, that's that.
Yes. Accept it. It's over, Joan.
Mitch, you've got iced water in your veins, haven't you? And why couldn't you have told me to my face? Answer me.
I was trying to spare you this. Look at yourself. You're getting hysterical.
Oh, hysterical. Is that what you call it? You dump me like a piece of old laundry and then move in with that bastard.
I haven't moved in with Barry. Liar. I don't care what you think. Now, will you please leave? I've got work to do.
Don't do this to me. To us. Please, Terry, what have I done? Just tell me. I swear I'll make it right.
Terry, are you all right? Sally said that...
Yes, I'm fine, Barry.
Well, you must think this is one big joke.
I'm sorry.
You haven't told him, have you? Well, come on. How did you explain me away?
What is going on?
It's all right, Barry. Joan's had a little bit of bad news. We're going to go out for a little while, girls.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Terry, please.
We'll talk, Joan, that's all.
Anyway, David said he'd call in and see her. It's damn good. She really couldn't do any better.
I'm sure Wilder will be grateful.
Right, well, I'll go and see Daphne now.
Before you go, there is one other thing I want to talk about. It's Pip. In a way, when you told me that you planned to marry her, I was glad. You certainly seem to know how to handle her.
Well, it's not easy, but I'm doing my best.
Yes, well, frankly, I'm worried that you're pushing the whole thing too far, and that Pip's going to be hurt in the process.
You know, I never hurt her.
Not intentionally, no.
Or unintentionally. I don't enjoy being offhand with her, but I have to show her how she treats other people. She's got to learn that equality runs both ways. It's not just the man giving in to the woman.
I know what you're saying, and I agree for the most part. But I won't have Pippa hurt for any principle. Not even that one. I hope you understand that, Ben.
All right, you wanted to talk, so let's talk.
I'm sorry I burst into your office like that. I suppose I'm sorry about a lot of things, really. Most of all about having driven you away. If only I knew why.
Oh, for God's sake, don't grovel. I can't stand it. Don't you have any self-respect?
What do you want from me, Terry?
I know what I don't want. I don't want a weak, gutless old woman crawling to me and begging. It disgusts me.
Disgust you? Haven't you got any feelings, Terry? You said you loved me. How can things have changed so fast?
You've changed. You taught me strength was power, remember? I'd never met anyone like you, so strong, so sure. I thought you had it all. I wanted to be like you. That's why I moved in. I lost everything for you. My job, my home, my parents, and for what? For this?
I'll be that person again, I swear it. Just give me a chance.
Don't! Can't you see there's nothing left? You were never what I wanted physically, but I put up with it because I respected you. But I don't respect you anymore. You just make me feel sick.
It's him, isn't it? Oh, Terry, give him up. We can start again. I mean, we've got something worth
We
saving.
have nothing, Joe, nothing. You, almighty, all-powerful freak. You knew I slept with Barry, and yet you let me get away with it.
Because I thought we had something worth saving.
Why didn't you scream at me? At least I could have understood that. Why didn't you hit me or throw things? Why in God's name did you just do nothing?
Because I was frightened of losing you.
You lost me anyway.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Let me know where you want me to send your TV.
And they can't say in no court that I'm off me head now, can they, Mr. Fulbright?
No, Daphne, I'd say things are looking better for us with every minute. Especially with the new witness I found.
Wonder how long I'm going to have them needles for, probably after I get out, but I don't mind
Daphne,
about that.
Daphne, please, sit down.
Oh, okay.
Don't you want to know who this new witness is?
Witness? Oh, sorry, yeah, of course I do, yeah.
It's your mother.
Me mum?
She's going to speak up for you in court.
Oh, geez, I didn't think you'd find her.
Well, you don't seem very pleased.
Oh, well, yeah, I am, I reckon. Well, see, she and me dad, they were real dirty on me. I just didn't expect nothing like this.
She's not dirty on you, Daphne. She's worried.
Yeah?
And she's decided to visit you in here, too.
Here?
That's right.
Me mum's coming here to see me. Oh, jeez.
Mrs. Reynolds, Mr. Adams. Yes, of course. Ben Fulbright's talked about you.
He hasn't put you off, I hope.
Not at all. He was most complimentary. You've met my deputy, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, she's been most helpful.
All part of the service. Sit down, would you?
Thank you.
I understand you might take the Wilder case.
Yes, might is the operative word at this stage. Excuse the pun, but solicitors don't normally solicit business like this. It's just that Ben Fulbright can be very persuasive.
He certainly can.
I thought if I talked to you first, I might get a clearer picture of the case rather than just barging in, so to speak.
Oh, if it'll help, but I think it'd be much easier if you spoke to Wilder personally. Mrs. Morris could arrange that for you if you like, Meg?
Yes, of course. Well, since I'm here, I suppose it can't hurt, can it?
And she said I could use her lipstick any time I wanted to. And look, see, she even did me hair.
Looks great, love.
Yeah, she's really nice. You should see all the pretty stuff she's got in her room.
Oh, excuse me while I spew.
Now, what's the matter with that? If Eve wants to make Daphne
She's
look
supposed
nice...
to be working, or does she get special privileges because she's your mate?
Well, Mrs. Morris said I could...
Come on, get on with your work and stop worrying about
Oh, my commandant. Wouldn't want you to set your dogs on me again, would
What's
I?
the matter with you? You're up and down like a bloody yo-yo.
I'm sick of doing her work as well as me own.
I don't mind helping with a bit extra.
Don't bother.
Petulance is an ugly trait.
Oh, up your nose.
Cut it out, Lexi.
Daphne's going to see her mother. She's entitled to be excited.
Mother, she wasn't born. She was dragged up from a swamp.
That's enough.
What does she mean by a swamp?
Don't worry about it, love.
Pure jealousy, that's all it is. Just because you haven't got a mother.
I do so have a mother, and not the one that plays bloody bingo all day either.
It's okay,
Eve, I want to hear about your mum, honestly. Come on.
Nora.
I've got to get out of here for a while.
And I called out, but nobody answered. I was terrified. And I took the gun. I don't even remember taking it. And I fired. And there was a thud, and when I put the lights on...
Miss Wilder, is there anything...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry. I just...
Here, have this, please.
Thank you.
Look, we can talk some other time. I'll call an office.
No, please. Please don't go. I just feel so alone here. I'll be all right, really. I'm fine.
I'll just make some notes. I do have to ask you some questions.
Yes, I understand.
Now, it seems that the police arrested you on one damning piece of evidence, Miss Wilder.
Eve. Call me Eve. Miss Wilder sounds so formal.
All right, Eve. The missing bullet.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I fired the gun, but the bullet... Well, how could I? It was dark.
Please don't upset yourself. There has to be some explanation.
If I knew, don't you think I'd tell you? I don't want to be in this place 1 minute longer than I have to. I don't know what happened. You must believe me.
I do believe you, Eve.
Oh, then you'll take the case. Oh, I knew you were the right person.
I can't promise to get you out, but I'll make an application for bail first thing in the morning.
Oh, thank you, David. You won't regret this.
Lexi's getting on my wick. Thought I'd come and give you a hand.
You're a lousy liar, May.
They all noticed, you know, love. And pretty soon they'll start asking questions.
Yeah, I know. But I don't have any answers. I'm churned up inside. Who was she, May, and why now? There's no clues, believe me.
What about the envelope? Must be a postman.
No, it's smudged.
Bugger it.
I don't even know why I'm trying to find out. I was 4 years old when she left me in that place. For years I loved her and then hated her and then nothing.
Come on, love, don't upset yourself like this.
I can't believe that if I had have had a little girl, I could have left her the way she left me. 38 years later and one lousy card.
Well, maybe it's just the start. Her way of reaching out to you.
Maybe. I'm not sure I wanted to.
Oh, but Nora...
Well, what am I supposed to feel? Love? Hate? Somehow I think it would be easier to cope if I just never know.
G'day, heard any news? Oh, they're here, I don't believe it.
You sure you can handle all this on your own, Lexi?
Oh, look, for $2,000 I'd even weave the fabric myself. Gee, it's real nice stuff, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. The best. Now remember, you've got to let the hand painting dry first before you do the block printing.
Yeah, I know, and then I've got to iron the whole lot to make sure it's colour-fun. Hey, I could use the press and the laundry. That'd cut down on work time, wouldn't it?
Seems you've got it all together.
Oh, I sure have. I'm not taking any chances with this money.
Is there going to be a class today, or isn't there?
I didn't bring all this in for nothing.
Look who's jealous now, eh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to make a small bloody fortune, that's what I mean.
Oh, hardly call it a fortune, dear.
Yeah, well, it's not more than you'll
Reynolds.
ever make with your
Daphne, you
infinite
look very
bottle
pretty
size.
today. Special occasion.
I used to spend
Me
all
man's
the
coming,
bucks
Mr.
on
Fulbright
Oh,
arranged it.
jeez, you're full of a
Oh, he's a great little fixer, isn't he?
Yes,
Just
well, yeah,
terrific. It's a matter of opinion.
Yes, ended up in the same
Lexi and
place.
Willie and Lexi, for God's sake, stop arguing. I'm not in a mood. Now, I want you to make sure you've got everything ready before you start.
It was Daphne's lawyer who told Mr. Adams all about me. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, Pippa, this is Eve Wilder. Eve Pippa Reynolds. Hello, I've heard a lot about you.
I hope you don't mind if I gatecrash your class. I always wanted to try screen printing.
No, not at all. Eve's just got a new lawyer, and guess what? He's a friend of Ben's, I know. I think I'll go and give Daphne a hand.
Are you a friend of this Ben's?
I was a friend. So I heard about David Adams. Apparently he's left a lasting impression on Ben.
Yes, he certainly has. I mean, he seems so sad. Almost melancholy.
I'm not surprised. Just broken up from his wife. Apparently she really put him through the mill.
Oh? Well, how long was he married?
Oh, come on, Miss Reynolds. Are we going to get this class started or what?
Sorry, duty calls. Okay, everyone, there was no reason why you couldn't have started on your own.
Joe, it's me. Please answer the door. Joe, I know you're in there. Please. Answer the door. I have to talk to you. Joe, you don't understand. It's Barry. I told him. Joe, I didn't mean all those things I said. I'm sorry. You were right. We do have something special. Joe, please answer the door. Joe, please.
She seems pretty happy with David Adams. So I guess Ben managed to do something right for once.
Pip, something wrong between you and Ben?
Oh, nothing that 20 years away from each other wouldn't fix.
What do you mean? He was here this morning, he didn't say.
He was here. Oh, great, he didn't even say hello. If anything seals it, that does.
What's happened between you two?
Hasn't he told you? It's over. He doesn't give a damn about me, and as far as I'm concerned, that suits me just fine.
Now, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure if you talk to
I've
him...
tried talking, and it's got me nowhere.
I'm sure things will get better.
Yes, they will, as soon as I'm on the plane. I'm flying back to London on the first flight I can get.
There must be something I can do, Lex.
Look, I know you want to help, Chuck, but you can't draw. I've got to get this design done so I can do the block printing tonight.
I know how to do the screens. I could do the block out.
Look, it's going to have my name on it, so it's got to be my work, okay? Hey, Chuck, thanks for the offer.
She's not coming.
Hmm?
My mum, Mr. Fulbright, promised she'd come.
Oh, what's the gloomy face for? He didn't say it had to be today, did he?
No, but that's what I thought he meant.
Oh, I bet you she'll be here tomorrow. You wait and see.
Yeah. Hey, you don't think she didn't come because she changed her mind about seeing me, do you?
She's your mum, isn't she? Mums don't do that.
Yeah, I suppose she'll come tomorrow.
Get your hands off, Kelly.
Why do we have to have all this junk all over the table? We want to play cards.
Yeah, well, go play somewhere else. I've got work to do.
If you want a return match, just let me know.
Wouldn't dirty me hands.
They're really good. Must be very clever.
Oh, not really. Guess you either got it or you ain't, hey?
Well, you've certainly got it. I think you'll be a big success, Lexi.
Reckon I'd rather make it in your game, but
My game?
yeah, you know, model and act and all that stuff.
Jeez, that's it! I should have known you're a model from all that stuff in your room, right?
Afraid not, Daffy.
Yeah, no, I've seen your picture somewhere.
It wasn't me.
You're not an actress.
Wouldn't worry about it,
Model then.
Daphne.
No, it's here somewhere. Look. Oh, yeah, that's it. There you are, see?
Gee, it looks like you.
Yeah.
I wish it was me. She's much prettier than I am.
Yeah, but I bet you're a better shot.
Oh, don't take any notice of her. She's just jealous. How come you didn't?
Didn't what?
You know, become a film star or something.
Yeah, you would have been ace at that.
Just didn't think about it.
So what did you do for bread?
I don't understand.
Oh, she means your work.
Oh, well, I didn't have a job.
Never? I mean, what about money? How'd you live?
Well, Robin was very kind and generous, and he gave me everything.
And I bet we know what you gave him.
You don't understand. Looking after someone else is a full-time job. It wasn't as if I did nothing.
What about his wife and kids? What did they think?
His wife understood. They were split up before we ever met. I mean, they had an arrangement.
She tell you that? Well, she did. She wrapped him up and gave him to her as a prezi. Isn't that right, Wilder?
Well, we never actually met, but Robin wouldn't lie to me.
No, of course not.
And his kids? I mean, kids need their parents.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, it wasn't like that. We loved each other.
Oh, you know, I reckon we ought to change your name, Wilder, to Wheel and the Wrecker.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've been trying to get you for hours.
Sorry, I got caught up. Is there a problem with Daphne?
No, it's much closer to home. Pip is going back to London. She's determined to take the first plane she can get.
Why, for God's sake?
Oh, Ben, don't be ridiculous. She thinks you don't care about her. Oh, should never have gone along with this plan of yours.
I've explained all that. If I tell her the truth now, then she's only
You
going...
may not have the chance. Why on earth did you have to play games? Why couldn't you have just told her that you loved her and wanted to marry her in the first place?
Look, I'll be over in the morning to sort it all out. Everything will be all right, I promise, even if I have to grovel.
All right, I just hope you know what you're doing this time. Good night.
They got to keep hanging till they're completely dry. Hey, you reckon Reno could find some place to put her?
Look, I don't mind her being in the cell, honest.
Oh, you're a good mate, Chook. I hardly slept a wink, but kept getting up all night to check him.
Yeah, I know, I heard you.
Looking pretty RS, Flynn. What's the matter, not sleeping?
No, not much.
Not surprised with all them problems on your mind.
There's only one thing worse than hearing that foghorn of yours first thing in the morning. That's seeing where it comes from.
Eight years now. And it's just, I wanted her to see me looking real beautiful instead of like a dad like I always look.
Don't worry, Daffy, I'll do your makeup again. You look gorgeous.
Yeah, pretty generous with the makeup, Willen.
Just let me pass.
You know, you made a big boo-boo getting yourself dumped in here. Made guys around to fork out for you. Mind you, we once had this bloke in here. He would have... You lot want to socialise? Do it after showers. Now move.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, stupid idiot. What do you think you're doing? It's about time someone thumped a bit of sense into that thick skull of yours.
She didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Oh, so you're a keeper now, are you? Well, keep her out of my way, and that goes for you too. I'm not in the mood for either of you.
Pip, come on! I'm not going to call you again. Your breakfast's getting cold. For the luxury of sleeping in.
I'll be gone somewhere he won't be able to find me. Not that he'd even want to. Please give Ben my letter and tell him it's the last he'll ever hear from me. I'm sorry it has to end like this. Pip.
Oh, Pip, you silly little fool.
Joan, Mrs. Reynolds rang. Apparently there's a problem at home and she won't be in till later.
Oh, I expect we can manage. I don't mind doing another shift if it's needed.
Oh, thanks, I'd appreciate that. I must say it's encouraging to see Patterson doing something constructive for a change. I always thought she had talent if only she'd put her mind to it.
Yeah.
You all right, Joan? Looks a bit sick again.
Oh, fine. Never felt better.
I know you asked for some time off yesterday. If you'd like to talk about... Oh, Joan, what is it? Is there anything I can do to help?
Nothing.
Joan...
What's the matter, Ferguson? Your girlfriend give you the sick headache treatment?
Oh, scum! Ferguson!
You're a freak. I'm going to screw for a witness your history.
You get back to work, Kelly.
What? You saw her. She attacked me for no reason. What are you going to do about it?
I know what you're going to do about it. You're going to go back to work. Now move it.
What are you covering for her for?
I said move it. I think we better have a talk, Joan.
No. Yes, I understand. And nothing on that flight either. Yes, well, you will call us, won't you? Yes, on that number. No, it's family, but it's very urgent. Yes, I'd appreciate that. Goodbye.
Nothing.
No.
Maybe she's gone interstate. There are flights to London from Sydney.
And they've checked on the computer. Now, she didn't leave today, and she's not booked on any flight in the next week. Now, I've checked with all the airlines. Unless she's hired a private jet, she's still in the country.
Where is she, for God's sake?
I wish I knew her. Well, I don't know, maybe she's hired a car, gone for a drive.
Her clothes have gone, Ben. You don't take your clothes when you go for a drive, and this is a very clear goodbye.
I know, she said in my note she'll never see me again. You were right. I didn't realise how much I was hurting her.
It's all very well to manipulate a situation.
Yes, Anna, I know. I realise that. There's no need to remind me. It's all my fault.
I'm as much to blame as you. I should never let it get this far. Now we've both lost her.
Well, we haven't lost her. We've just got to find her, that's
And how
all.
do we do that, Ben? She's a grown woman who's chosen to leave both of us. How do I get my daughter back?
Thank you.
I know we haven't been close, Joan, but perhaps I can help.
Close. I can count on one hand the number of people I've been close to in my life. Father, Shane, and... Oh, it's hot.
You shouldn't bottle things up. If you need someone to talk to...
Me? Need someone? I've always been strong, able to take it in my stride. I mean, you have to, don't you? Please don't go. I need someone to talk to.
Is it Terry?
Yes, she walked out on me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said she despised me. I don't think I've ever been that badly hurt in my life before.
Well, perhaps she'll come back. I mean, people do fight.
No, it's over. Oh, I tried to make it work. I wanted someone. And she was so vibrant. She made me feel alive.
The hurt does pass, Joan. Believe me, I know.
I was always content before. But now I don't think I want to be alone again. I don't like my company very much.
People readjust. And in time you will too.
Time. You know, it just seems like yesterday that I met Terry. And now it seems years since she walked out on me.
Well, I better get back on the rounds. You stay here for a while.
Meg.
Yes?
You saw what happened with Kelly.
I'm not sure.
I need this job, Meg. More than ever now. Please don't take it away from me.
Prisoners are always making accusations, Joan, you know that. I didn't see enough to make a report.
You're not bloody interested, are you? You don't give a stuff.
I like my fairy stories at bedtime, Kelly.
Then how the hell do you think I got that? I'm telling you, the freak got stuck into me and Morris just stood there and watched her.
Mrs. Emma'd never do that. She hates the freak as much as we do.
Yeah, she's always been really good to us.
Besides the legal ramifications...
Don't give me any of that legal crap. I'm telling you what happened. If it was you or Lame Brain here, Flynn would be sorting it out.
Yeah. How come we get the guard of honour treatment and the freak just walks away?
You know why, Lexi? Because you deserved it, and the women had a right to some justice.
Oh, but the freak can just do as she likes, huh?
She's a bloody screw. What do you expect me to do about it?
You tell me. You're supposed to be the top dog.
What do you want me to do, Kelly? Go after the freak, is that it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time we got some real action, eh?
You want me to stick her head in the press, or maybe get a knife and slit her throat? Then I could go after Mrs. Morris and carve her up. Will that make you happy? Do you want me to kill again?
I mean, she could be anywhere by now.
Oh, I'm sure she'll get in touch eventually. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Oh, I know. I sound like an overprotective mum, right?
Oh, I'm sure I behave exactly the same way with Marty. I mean, no matter how good our intentions are, we always find it hard to let go.
I thought I had let go years ago. I think I just need to know she's all right and doesn't blame me.
Well, why should she?
It's a long story, Meg.
You look worn out. Why don't you go home? I can hold the fort here.
I know you can. I promise I'll only be a couple of hours, but I have got to get my reports finished. Now, what about Joan? Did she come in this morning?
Yes, she did, and I don't think she should have. She's in a pretty bad way emotionally.
Do you know why?
I think she's got a lot of personal problems. I think she should have a few days off. She's too upset to cope with the women.
Right, well, rearrange the rosters if you can. Send her home. If the women spot she's upset, there's no knowing how they'll react.
Well, Kelly already has. But I pulled her into line.
No problem.
No, well, you know Kelly. Screen blue murder. But it's nothing to worry about.
Hardest thing to accept is that it's all my own bloody fault. I tried to pull her into line and all they did was push her away.
Come on, mate. She doesn't sound like the type to just disappear. You'll find her when she's good and ready to be found.
What if she doesn't want to be found? Like me, anyway. Oh, I've checked every damn airline, the hotels, motels, car rental firms, friends. I'm running out of places to look, mate.
Well, I'm sorry, Ben. I don't know what to suggest.
I don't mean to lumber you with it. You're right, she'll show up somewhere, I suppose. How about you? Did you follow up on that Wilder case?
Oh, yes, I met Miss Wilder.
That good, eh?
She's beautiful, Ben. No, it's more than that. There's a sort of ethereal quality about her.
Steady on, old friend. What about that fat, balding man you're so keen to meet?
Oh, it's all right. I'm not getting sucked in by her looks.
You sure?
Ben, she's almost like a child. Naive, inexperienced. Oh, it's all right. Don't give me that cynical look. She seems untouched by everything that's happened. She also happens to be innocent.
Self-defense?
No doubt whatsoever. First thing I've got to do is convince the Crown to reduce the charges.
Oh, best of luck, old friend. I hear Bremer's prosecuting.
I can handle Bremer. I've got to get her out on bail. She doesn't belong in that place, Ben. I've got to get her out.
Anything wrong, Flynn?
Oh, no, just a headache.
Oh, do you want to see the sister?
No, I'll be okay. Any news on Daphne's mum? She's supposed to be visiting.
No, not that I know of. Couldn't help noticing she's taken a shine to Wilder.
Yeah, first time she's ever met anyone that glamorous.
How's she settling in? Been any problems?
No. Just the usual raspberries, nothing serious. Well, I better get back to work. Mrs. Morris, we all know Kelly's got a big mouth, but she says the freak beat her up while you stood and watched.
Did she?
Yeah. Pretty heavy stuff, because we know it's a load of bull, don't we?
A slap is hardly a beating, you know that.
Yeah, but if you saw it, you know how much we want her out.
You can't kick someone when they're already done.
You do if it's the freak.
You're wrong. Believe me, this time you're wrong. She's been through... If you take this further, it's not just her job. It could be mine, too.
So you want me to go and lie to the women?
Well,
All right. But get it straight. I'm not doing it for her, I'm doing it for you. And you owe me one.
Thank God you're all right.
I'm fine, really. What would you like? A cuppa? Or a good stiff drink?
Where were you? We were so worried about you. I really should blow my stack at you.
I would have thought that was my prerogative after your little performance, wouldn't you?
What performance?
I heard you on the phone last night. That's why I cleared out.
Let me explain.
Explain what? That you were playing a game with Ben, that you were treating me like a silly little child who wasn't capable of making up her own mind. Mum, how could you?
I know it was very wrong of me. It's just that I thought Ben was right for you. I still do. Forgive me?
Of course I do. That's why I came back. I knew how worried you'd be.
Where were you staying? You phoned everywhere.
Your little daughter's more independent and resourceful than you might think.
I must phone Ben.
No, call him. Don't say I'm here. Just get him over.
What have you want?
Mum, you have gone along with his game long enough. Now it's my turn.
Hello?
Joan.
Speaking, who's this?
It's me, Cynthia. I need to see you.
Oh, all right. When?
Now?
Cynthia, your timing's pretty lousy. I've got quite a few things on my plate at the moment.
Now, Joan, it won't wait.
All right, where?
I'll pick you up at Taylor's car park, lower level, half an hour.
Can't you tell me what this is all about?
Not on the phone. I did you a big favour with Mrs. B, remember? It wasn't easy. I had to take a few risks.
Yes, I know.
Well, now it's your turn. I know you always pay your debts.
Oh, what's the use? She's not going to come.
Keep still. She'll probably turn up after 10. You'll look gorgeous.
No, go, you can.
Yeah, hang on a minute. There. Finished. Do you want to have a look?
Oh, you look gorgeous, don't I? Well, sort of gorgeous.
Oh, Wilder. Well, you do look pretty.
She's here, isn't she, Mrs. M?
Who?
Me mum, that's why you come to get me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Daphne. I've come with a message for Wilder. Your solicitor called. He's coming tomorrow and expects to have some good news.
Thank you.
She's not coming now, is she, Mrs. M?
Well, perhaps she'll come tomorrow.
She didn't even call me.
Don't worry, Daffy, she'll turn up.
No, she won't be coming. She won't come.
What happened? Is she all right? Did she phone?
No, Ben, she hasn't phoned.
Well, I thought when you called me that you might...
I thought we should sit down and discuss what to do next. Perhaps call the police.
I thought about that. For God's sake, if anything's happened to her, I'll never forgive myself. It's all gone so bloody wrong.
Look, Ben,
And I know you must hate me for this. If only I had another chance.
What would you do?
I wouldn't make the same mistakes again. I love her, Anne. I want to marry her.
Mind putting that in writing?
Pip, you're okay. You set this up.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be on the receiving end for a change?
She knows everything, Ben.
I was right. You are spoiled. And what you really need in life...
Nonsense, darling. You're madly in love with me, remember? I've got a witness.
Oh, you brat.
Well, it's about time.
I warn you, I believe in long engagements.
Yes, so do I. I think 6 weeks would be just perfect.
No, it won't be.
I knew you wouldn't let an old friend down, Joan.
Of course not. What's all the secrecy about?
It's Reb Keane.
Keane?
You were right about her. Trouble all the way. First I thought a bashing or two would pull her into line, but she just kept coming back at me. She's got guts, I'll give her that. Problem is, I went a little too far. She ended up in the hospital. Then went on to a mental ward.
Well, what's the problem? She pointed the finger at you.
She wasn't in any fit state to. I put out the story that the women had got to her. Oh, there was a minor kerfuffle, but it was easy hashing it up. The women in Blackmore hated her guts.
Sounds like you did a pretty thorough job.
Not quite. If she recovers enough to spill her guts, the department won't be able to ignore it. They'll investigate it, and you know the rest. That's why I'm relying on you.
But if she's tucked away in a mental asylum
Then
somewhere...
you haven't heard.
Heard what?
Reb Keane's going back to Wentworth, Joan. I want her dead.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain